Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, an insight. Episode 234. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Devotees, we closed the previous episode with a note on the Annapurna Siddhi bestowed by Sri Sai Maharaj upon Purandare's family. Listeners, as we are caught in the illusion, we are unable to comprehend that the happenings in our life are nothing other than the divine sport of Sri Sai Maharaj. So, on a Good Friday, when Purandare came for darshan, Sri Sai Maharaj on his own accord said, "Bhav, I would like to come to your home for meals." Purandare was extremely happy. Purandare was staying at Balaji Patil Nevaskar's house with his family at Shiradi. Sri Sai Maharaj coming to eat at someone's house is indeed one of the greatest blessings for that devotee and his family. Purandare's happiness knew no bounds. With excitement, he asked, "Baba, please tell me, who else have to be invited?" Sri Sai said, "Babi is not keeping well, so let's make it short. Just 2 or 3 fakirs, then you and me will be sufficient." Purandare nodded in affirmation and asked what should be cooked for lunch. Sri Sai gave the menu: some rice, khichdi, rava halwa and a sabji. Purandare immediately rushed home and informed his wife about Sri Sai's arrival for lunch. She was immensely happy and quickly went to have Sri Sai's darshan along with her sick daughter Babi. Sri Sai Maharaj blessed them with Udi and sent them back. She came home and cooked all the items listed by Sri Sai Baba that would suffice the number of persons mentioned. The aroma of the food filled the house. Purandare was placing the banana leaf on the floor and the dishes cooked ready for the guests to serve. Just then, he heard some noise at the doorstep and found 5 to 6 fakirs coming in. Purandare invited all of them and made them to sit in the spots allocated for them. One of the fakirs said, "Sri Sai Maharaj had asked all of us to have meals today at your place, so many more fakirs are coming." Purandare was little nervous hearing this, because the food that his wife cooked will only be sufficient to serve 7 or 8 people. Thoughtful, he began to serve the food. In no time, more fakirs arrived. They were also served. Purandare thought, "Let us keep serving the food in the name of Sri Sai, rest assured." After those fakirs were done eating, another bunch of fakirs came in. Miraculously, the food that was cooked for less than 7 to 8 people was served for more than 30 people, and to everyone's surprise, after serving these many fakirs, still sufficient food for his family was left out. Purandare's heart was filled with joy. Heart to heart, he thanked Sri Sai Maharaj for the blessings, and without even having his lunch, he went to Dwarakamai. At that moment, Sri Sai Baba was conversing with Bade Baba and said, "Today I overate my lunch." Through this statement, Sri Sai Maharaj is indicating that it was he who went in the form of those 30 to 40 fakirs to consume the food at Purandare's home. Purandare got the gist of this assertion. He also took Pandvida and Dakshina to offer for Sri Sai Maharaj. Sri Sai Maharaj didn't say anything specific about the events that took place that noon to Purandare, but just accepted the offerings and blessed him. In a short while, Balaji Patil Nevaskar came to Dwarakamai. In fact, the above Leela took place at his home. Sri Sai Maharaj inquired about his welfare and loved Balaji Patil Nevaskar and his family as his own. He even bought clothes for him, his wife and mother for every Deepavali. Sri Sai Baba inquired Balaji, "Was the food sufficient for serving the guests?" Balaji said, "Baba, we are simple devotees. We are not equipped to withstand your tests, Baba. Your mercy is infinite and your leelas are astounding." Purandare was worried that the food might not be sufficient, but your grace upon him made everything go smoothly. Devotees, now listen to the response of Sri Sai Maharaj to Balaji. "Allah protects everyone. Bab is my devotee. Don't I know that he can't take this burden on him? Will I trouble him? I didn't want to do so. This is not a test to him. I did this for his happiness." Sri Sai Maharaj declared that he executed this divine play to give happiness to Purandare. Devotees, how can one imagine the amount of happiness and satisfaction Purandare and his wife would have felt after feeding the fakirs? It must be immense, isn't it? This Leela would have also increased the intensity of devotion and gratitude towards Sri Sai Baba in multitude. Balaji Patil Nevaskar was thrilled to understand the love Sri Sai Maharaj had upon Purandare. This Annapurna Siddhi has been performed by many Mahants such as Sri Gajanan Maharaj, Sri Akalkot Maharaj, Sri Manik Prabhu, Sri Jnanananda Giri Maharaj and many others. We can discuss this in detail while we heed chapter 35 that narrates the Annapurna Siddhi granted by Sri Sai Maharaj to Balaji Patil Nevaskar's family. Getting back to the original thread, in the year 1932, that is after Sri Sai Maharaj's Mahasamadhi, Purandare got sick. Even after the Mahasamadhi of Sri Sai Baba, Purandare's faith and devotion didn't waver even a bit. Purandare suffered from sciatica pain and severe rheumatism. As the pain was terrible, he was unable to move and became bedridden. This sickness is not life-threatening, though it was unbearable to endure. Wonder of wonder, Purandare says, as he was suffering from this sickness, he was rescued by Sri Sai Maharaj from the messengers of Lord Yama. Purandare has given 2 interviews to Pujya Sri Narasimha Swamiji, and on the one he gave on 4/5/1936, this experience was narrated by him to Swamiji and has been published in the Sai literature titled Devotees' Experiences. Let's listen to it now. While Purandare was lying on the bed in pain, was shocked to see the messengers of Lord Yama standing at his doorsteps to take him away. Immediately, Sri Sai Maharaj appeared there and sat on the cot in which Purandare was lying down and lifted the latter's hand and placed it on his knees. Seeing this, the messengers of Lord Yama got scared and fled away. Devotees, Sri Sai Maharaj attained Mahasamadhi during the year 1918, but he appeared 14 years after his Mahasamadhi in blood and flesh for the sake of rescuing Purandare. Isn't this incredible? We aren't sure if Purandare was on deathbed owing to this nerve pain, but he has narrated this experience while mentioning about this illness. This Leela of Sri Sai Maharaj is a testimony to one of his assurances that I will protect my devotees even from the clutches of death. This has been cited by Pujya Sri Narasimha Swamiji in his 769th Sri Sai Sahasranamavali as Om Sri Sai Yamaduta Pariklishta Purandare Asurakshakaya Namaha, meaning salutations to the one who has safeguarded Purandare, who was troubled by messengers of Lord Yama. Purandare, the most blessed one to receive the abundant grace of Sri Sai Maharaj, attained Sri Sai Maharaj's holy feet during the year 1948. He led a life with his heart filled with loving devotion and unswerving faith in Sri Sai Maharaj. His mind was engrossed on Sri Sai Maharaj, and his only goal in life was to serve his Guru. Thus, he became a befitting one to receive the mercy and protection of Sri Sai Maharaj. We have been heeding the divine experiences bestowed by Sri Sai Maharaj on Purandare in the past 13 episodes, and listeners might recall that at one instance Sri Sai Baba said that he incessantly chants the name of Purandare. Then what can we speak about the greatness of this ardent devotee? Hence, it is inevitable that every Sri Sai devotee understands the association that Purandare had with Sri Sai Baba. Now, Hemant Panji moves on to the next Leela in chapter 34, and this starts from OV 92 till OV 131. In these Marathi verses, Hemant Panji had very skillfully explained the divine sport of Sri Sai Maharaj in curing the plague disease of Shyama's sister-in-law by using the holy Udi. Shyama was one of the closest and most fervent devotees of Sri Sai Maharaj, and he has been a witness for most of the Leelas that are cited in Sri Sai SATCHARITRA. Shyama alias Madhavrao Deshpande had a brother named Babaji Rao. He lived in a village neighboring Shirdi named Chahul Vihir. It is just walkable distance from Shirdi. There lived Babaji and his wife, while Shyama lives in Shirdi close to Dwarakamai. Devotees might recall that chapter 9 of Sri Sai SATCHARITRA speaks about the well at Chahul Vihir. Those who disobey the orders of Sri Sai Baba at the time of leaving Shirdi, that is, leaving without taking Sri Sai's permission, or when permission is denied, would face consequences. Once, Tatya Kote Patil wanted to go to the market. Sri Sai Maharaj asked him, "What is the need to rush to market?" Whereas Tatya thought he would not face any problems as he would be riding on his own horse cart, and decided to proceed to the market. He was going at a rapid speed. When the cart reached Chahul Vihir, the Tonga met with an accident. Similarly, an European came for Sri Sai Baba's darshan. A tent was made for him to stay. He wanted to kneel and kiss Sri Sai Maharaj's hand, whereas Sri Sai Baba had said that none can climb the stairs of Masjid without his permission. Subsequently, the European was not granted permission to ascend the steps of Dwarakamai, but was instructed to sit in the open space known as Sabha Mandap. This happened during the British rule in India, and the European didn't like the reception he was given and felt insulted. He waited for long hours, but his wish was not fulfilled. Hence, he felt dejected and wanted to leave. Sri Sai Maharaj advised him to wait until tomorrow, but he was angry and didn't want to listen to the instructions of Sri Sai Maharaj. Hence, he took a tonga and drove towards Chahul Vihir and met with an accident there. Thus, we can conclude that this Chahul Vihir is a place where the karmic action of many were sorted out. If we observe closely these instances, we can understand that this is one of the places where the residents of Shirdi always feared to go. This was considered as a place where one gets his punishment for his karmic deeds. The term Vihir stands for well. Whenever a person gets caught between two things, then a popular saying is said, he is caught between the devil and the deep sea, which means neither this is safe nor that. The same is said in Marathi as Ikade Ada Tikade Hira. The term Ada also has one meaning that denotes well. Ramanathan brother recalls his conversation with one of the great Sai philosopher and writer Vinichitluriji in this connection. Once he asked Vinima if this place Chahulvihir is such a worse place to visit. She said, "Have you not seen that well? If you look in that well, the color of the water will be blackish. But if you take the water in your palm, it will look very pure." So Vinima had said that this is a place filled with subtle powers. This is one of the important details about the place Chahulvihir, where Shyama's brother and his wife lived. How was Shyama's sister-in-law cured from plague? What was the remedy done by Sri Sai Baba? What were Shyama's thoughts about this miracle? All these can be discussed in the coming episode. Bo to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.